It's Wednesday, 4th of January 2017. This is Sylvia Shivamurthy and you're listening to the newspaper reviews on www.athavan.com. Let's now look at the paper highlights from today's newspapers. The top highlight in Daily News says, AG to appeal against Ravi Raj verdict. Attorney General Jayanta Jayasuriya PC said he is considering appealing against a verdict of parliamentarian Nadaraja Raviraj murder case before the appeal court. He said the very day after the verdict was announced, he had requested the court registrar to forward the case record to him. He was pursuing other points concerned until the case record is received by him. Another highlight says, Volkswagen vehicle assembly plant launched in Kuliapitiya. The groundbreaking ceremony of the vehicle assembly plant of the German automaker Volkswagen was held in Kuliapitiya yesterday under the patronage of President Maithripala Sirisena and Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe. Volkswagen is the second largest car maker in the world. The company will initially assemble vehicles in the 1000cc to 2000cc category, and these vehicles will be diesel-powered and include passenger cars, sport utility vehicles, multi-utility vehicles or commercial vehicles. Volkswagen AG's local joint venture partner is Senuk Automobiles, and the total investment will be $26.5 million. The project, in addition to bringing investor confidence of Sri Lanka and FDIs, will also bring an advanced German automobile technology into the country and create job opportunities for the local youth. The highlight in the middle says, all political parties should work for country's progress, says PM. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, speaking at the ceremony to lay the foundation stone for the Volkswagen motor assembly plant in Kuliapitiya yesterday, said that the people had to choose between providing jobs to the youth through foreign investments or handing the country once again over to a group which robbed the state of its resources. He observed that the people of the country had sacrificed immensely from the time of the war and that it was the duty of all political parties to help provide the people with the benefits they deserve. They should all work for the country's progress, Prime Minister said. The ceremony was presided over by President Maithripala Sirisena. Another highlight says, Joint Opposition launches National Assets Protection Movement. Parliamentarian and Joint Opposition Leader Dinesh Gunawardena said they have launched a movement called the National Assets Protection Movement to oppose the unconstitutional, illegal and unpatriotic actions of the present government. And the highlight at the bottom says, 3 attempting to smuggle cigarettes worth 3.5 million rupees arrested. 3 Sri Lankan passengers who tried to smuggle 3.5 million worth cigarettes were arrested by the customs office at the Bandaranaike International Airport, Katunayake yesterday. The 3 passengers aged 65, 38 and 16 had arrived on a flight from Dubai early yesterday. Customs officers seized 70,000 cigarettes from the suspects' possession. Let's now move to the paper highlights in Daily Mirror. The top highlight says, Proposal to set up tribunal to probe corruption. The Cabinet is reported to have approved a proposal submitted by Minister Sarath Amunugama to set up a tribunal to inquire into cases of fraud and corruption. The proposal is to be referred to the Attorney General for his advice. Another highlight says, MS promised me post of ambassador to Qatar, says ASP Liyanage. President Maithripala Sirisena promised me the post of ambassador to Qatar, businessman and Sri Lanka Labour Party leader ASP Liyanage said yesterday. The highlight in the middle says, Health Ministry website hacked. The website of the Ministry of Health, Nutrition and Indigenous Medicine was hacked last night by an unknown group that called itself MCA or Muslim Cyber Army. There's another highlight which says, Ministry bypasses Debt Department to obtain $1 billion loan, says Joint Opposition. The National Policies and Economic Affairs Ministry has, with the intention of earning commissions, bypassed the Public Debt Department when calling for proposals from foreign and local banks to obtain a loan of $1 billion, the Joint Opposition said. Another highlight says, Choose between the old and the new, says PM. A decisive movement has come where one has to choose between adopting a new political culture of clean policies or continuing with the former one of robbing public funds, said Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe yesterday. And the highlight at the bottom says, SL to renegotiate oil tank agreement with India. The government will renegotiate with India the agreement signed in 2002 with the hope of reacquiring at least 50 of the tanks for use by Sri Lanka, Petroleum Resources Development Minister Chandima Virokodi said yesterday. And now let's move to the paper highlights in Ceylon today. The top highlight says, President cuts all ties with Rajapakshas. President Maithripala Sirisena has decided to totally distance himself from all members of the Rajapaksa clan now and in the future, informed sources said. The president had given this assurance to 40 UNP backbenchers in parliament at talks he had with them last week, the source said. The president had also informed the UNP MPs to be wary of any MP from the two main parties who was having secret deals with the Rajapaksa clan. President Sirisena has assured them that under no circumstances would he allow the mandate given to him by the people at the last presidential election to be usurped by any politician for his or her own political survival. The president had told them that intentions by anyone to topple the current administration would remain a pipe dream because the government would continue until the end of its mandated term in office. The highlight in the middle says, Court advises Dhammaloka Thera. Colombo Additional Magistrate Dulani Amarasinghe yesterday advised Venerable Uduwe Dhammaloka Thera to follow the conditions stipulated by the court and refrain from using loudspeakers between 5 p.m. to 6 a.m. Another highlight says, JVP demonstration against Hambantota Port project. The Janata Vimukti Peramuna yesterday accused the government of implementing policies which were dragging the nation deeper into problems instead of solving them. And the highlight at the bottom says, FCID head sent on transfer. The police department said ASP Pavitra Dayaratna has been appointed acting director of the FCID, replacing the former FCID director DIG Anura Premashanta, who has been transferred as DIG in charge of the Monragala district. That's all for today's newspaper highlights, and we'll get back to you with more news tomorrow. Thank you.